fake chili. Bitch, you want a nigga like me to beware, huh? I'ma show you both right now. Bitch, you take the praise out of here, Yella. I'm from the river, got his body and chuck, y'all leave that load around his neck, green badass Yella Boy. He won't go. Get that cold, y'all hoe, bitch, they go, bitch, they go. And I don't give a fuck. And I know you thought I would be back, but you can't keep me down. Don't hear about the youth. When I get money, come up on the tree, and I don't give a fuck. For the record, what I hear, the color with the jump. With the food like the viper. See the color going next to the viper. Like, go your bitch, are you ready for the drama? Do you want to knock your mama? If I get you with the draw down, I'ma do ya. Once upon a time, I up the river, give me the food up. Now I'ma drag him from the river, dump his body and chuck y'all. Leave it alone around the neck. Green badass Yella Boy. Oh, he won't go. Ain't that cool, y'all? If they go, if they go, free and I don't give a fuck.
Classic right there, classic. Welcome Pimpoholic TV, this is homeboy Maul the Pimp, aka MTP, and I got another special guest in this motherfucker, and y'all just heard us vibing to the classic throwback song from this man right here, in the legendary group. I'm talking about my nigga, Lil Ya, from Uptown 3rd Ward, New Orleans, from the legendary group, UNLV. Welcome Pimpoholic TV, and how you doing, my nigga?
I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. What's up? Tinny?
I'm cool, and much respect, man. I gotta say, before I even get into it, my nigga, thank you for tuning in, bro. For real, I appreciate that, homie.
It's all good, dog. It's all. Thanks for having me, bro.
Man, no problem. Man, you legendary, bro. You feel me, man? You know, we're gonna get into that, but a lot of people don't know the importance that UNLV plays to the South, to Cash Money, and then because of Cash Money to the world. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go back to all that, man. So we're gonna get into it. Now let's get started. UNLV, Lil Ya, Yella Boy, rest in peace, Tech 9. How did the group form, man?
Well, the group formed back in 1991, actually.
All right.
Me and Tech started rapping in the 7th grade. We was like 12 years old at the time, and we had a group called the 40 MC.
All right.
And my little sister was a part of the group, and she was like 3 years old. You know, so we used to win every talent show in the city, basically rapping positive music at the time. You know, and when we began UNLV, like I said, in 1992, we already had the music part in us. You know, we knew how to rap already. We just stopped rapping it earlier because of the dream faded because we was lied to, basically.
Okay.
You know, for getting the contract. We was lied to about that, so we gave it up. Started back in 1992. Like I said, it was already embedded in us, and we just we were old enough to get in the club. When the club started grabbing the mic, went at it again because like we was inspired like by DJ Jimmy or T.T. Tucker, you know, cats like that. Even Juvenile, they had to cut records, so that made us feel like we could really do this again. You know, people ain't really getting burned and lied to. They really cutting albums. So that's how the group was formed.
Okay. Now I heard you say in the UNLV documentary, you said you referred to yourself as the hype of the group. Yella was the charisma, and Tech had the lyrics. Expand on that.
Oh yeah. What I mean about that, you know, I was always the one. You give me a mic and a few people, and I'm gonna turn those few people to 1,000 people. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna like the way I entertain. They're gonna talk. You know, they're gonna tell the next person, look, you know, so that's what I mean about entertaining. You know what I'm saying? I'm very cold, and I ain't tapping my own horn, but I know my ability on stage, you know, and entertaining people. Tech was always the lyricist. I mean, when you speak Biggie and Tupac and, you know, Rakim and people with lyrics, you might as well put Tech 9 in that category. You feel me? And Yella was the one, he had both. A little bit of entertainment, a lot of lyrics, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying he couldn't rap, he could rap his ass off too. But the most thing I think people felt about Yella was his charisma. You know, he could make you laugh, and he just was a jokester, you know what I'm saying? And liked by everyone, you know?
Okay, all right. Now I'm gonna go back a little bit before the music. You grew up uptown.
Yes, sir.
3rd Ward. Speak on coming up in New Orleans early life before you got into music. How was that?
Coming up in the hood in New Orleans, I mean, it wasn't all bad. I was one of the fortunate ones that be blessed with both parents at home, you know, and my mom and dad had a little something, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't know about living with the lights off and all that, but I do know that I chose a route that I didn't have to. And that route consisted of, you know, running the street, wilding out, you know what I'm saying? Doing what I saw everybody in my hood doing. Not really following them, because I never was a follower, but I did some of the same things that they did, you know, on my own. You know what I mean?
Now,
I mean, our hood was
now, all y'all from off of 6 in Baroon, because I've heard the Melf mentioned a few times when it comes to UNLV. What is that connection right there?
Well, actually, Tech moved on 6 in Baroon when he like made 10 or 11. He moved on 6 in Baroon, and he moved out the Melphamine project.
Okay, all right.
And when you hear us talk about the Melf, Mac, and the Calio, that's the 3 projects that's in our hood. It's all in the third wall. We're from the third wall. But Tech actually lived in the Melphamine project. Me and Yella always lived on Washington and Fort, Dryden and Fort. You hear us say DRE a lot, whatever, you know, and Fort and D. Fort and D is our actual block.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But 6 in Baroun is where we done all our dirt at. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
That's where we hung at.
Gotcha. Now, did UNLV have any releases independently before Cash Money?
Well, actually, before Cash Money, we released a single called Another Bitch. Okay. Me and Tech actually went in the studio, dude named T-Bone. He produced a track. Well, we went by his house and we made this song, Another Bitch. And Baby and Slim got a hold of it. Because we were selling the tape for $5 a pop or whatever, you know. And they got and that's what I mean by releasing. You know, we released it ourselves. Right. So it was a release before Cash Money. It was a 6 Another Bitch. They just re-released it as our first single. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
So the Cash Money deal happened in 1992. And the song Another Bitch, is that what led to the deal? That song right there, that's what led to the deal?
Exactly. We had a single contract with them. And we put the single out and they liked it, so they wanted to do an album with us. That's when Yella was introduced to the group. You know, from them, you know. Well, he always hung with us and, you know, always was a member, but he wasn't an active rapper member.
All right.
You know, because UNLV actually, it was a group of us and all of us didn't rap. It was like 6 of us, you know what I'm saying? So we used to go by that name. We just converted that name from what we was doing in the street to our rap name. You know?
Uptown niggas living violent.
Exactly.
Uptown niggas living violent.
Right. So Yella was introduced to and we got a new contract with 6 in Baroun. That was the first album.
Right. Now 6 in Baroun, that will be 1993 right there.
Exactly.
Then you followed up in 94 with Straight Out the Gutter.
Mm-hmm.
Then 95, the Mac Mill Calio.
Mac Mill Calio and Tech solo album.
Tech solo album, straight off the ramp, right?
Straight from the ramp, right.
Straight from the ramp. And then Uptown for Life followed behind that, right?
Exactly.
Right. Let me ask you, let's talk about the business side of it. So when you signed the Cash Money deal, we ain't got to go into specific finances, but was it a structure like how shit is structured now? Like here go upfront money, your publishing and copyrights is all included into the contract. Was it that deep back then?
Pretty much they had those type of contracts around, but you wasn't really getting advance unless you was I should say seasoned artist, which means you have something out already. Right. You know, maybe you go into another record label or whatever. They may give you an advance,
right.
bonus or whatever. But back then, if you never had nothing out, you know, they wouldn't give you nothing up front. And I think that's basically because of the sales nowadays. You know what I'm saying? And how music is freely you know, you can get music without paying a quarter for it.
Right.
So I think that stopped the advances and bonuses, and you know what I'm saying?
So with y'all situation, it was just a straight up sign on the dotted line, and then whatever sales,
Yeah.
you get something off of that.
Now we had a standard deal.
Okay.
Our first deal was 7% artist deal.
All right.
You know, meaning we get 7% off each CD.
All right.
You know, we in a group, so we have to split 7%, which
Yeah.
means ain't a lot of money or whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But the thing about it was, we always sold well over 50,000 copies,
Okay.
and we kept a lot of concerts going. You know, we stayed busy.
Gotcha.
And thank God we never had an album that flopped.
Good thing. That's a good thing.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it kept us afloat. You know?
If you can total up the amount of units that UNLV did under the Cash Money umbrella, what would you say, roughly, before y'all?
Well, Uptown for Life alone is certified platinum.
Oh, okay.
That's the album with Dragon from the River.
Right, okay.
It's certified platinum, and that was certified platinum 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So if I say, we tally up all our units that sold Cash Money, you probably get close to 3 mil.
3 mil. All right.
You know what I'm saying? Something like that. You know?
Yeah. Now, I want to go into some more business. Now, a lot of artists, what they don't realize, a lot of artists now are just into just signing the paperwork and not realizing what publishing, copyrights, ownership, and all that type of shit is. You know what I'm saying? So
right. Not now. You said, I heard you. I don't mean to cut you off, but I heard you say that word now. But it's been like that for years.
You're right. Yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that. You being an artist and understanding how crucial that is. Explain to the up and coming artists, or just artists in general, how important that shit is to know that. Because what I will say is now they signing for advance and not reading the contract. As long as you get that money up front and you on TV or whatever else, then 3 or 4 years later, when you don't see your back end, you realize what the fuck you signed. You know what I'm saying? So you being an artist, knowing that, speak on how important that is to copyrights and that paperwork and all that shit, man.
It's very important, man, because you got, you can, like you say, you can sign something and get a bunch of money or whatever 3, 4 years later. You flat broke. I mean, you famous as a motherfucker, but now you like more famous for being broke. Because, you've been out there and now motherfucker really see you and you ain't got a quarter. You know what I'm saying? But it's very important because if you're on your business, you don't actually have to sell 1 million copies to get money, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you got your business straight, dog, your publishing straight, you get your residual money, dog. It may not be tens of thousands of dollars all the time, but it's gonna be something every time. You can believe that. You know what I'm saying? So what I mean by, having your business straight, have your business straight just as much as your craft. You gotta be on your business because you don't want to be, the thing a lot of artists don't really realize, this thing really starts out fun in the beginning. Once you get on or whatever, it's real fun. But later it becomes your business, man. In your business, you feed your family like that, dog. If you slipping on your business, you might well say fuck it. Go back in the street and hustle. You know what I'm saying? So it's that's the main thing, your business, bro.
Another thing I want you to educate artists on right here. Man, I tell a lot of artists this in my city. Some of them listen, some of them don't. I try to tell them, man, how important it is to network and build relationships. One thing I always say, networking and relationships will take you further than any dollar amount can. You know what I'm saying? Some people get that, some people don't. You being an artist and knowing how important it is to build a relationship, just kind of speak, educate the artists on that right there, why it is important.
Man,
how they can help.
Your network is your network. Believe that. You know what I'm saying? And when you networking, that's like a relationship, dog. You know what I'm saying? It becomes more important than the business later on, but you find yourself doing that relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I mean, you don't don't network with people to burn bridges. I mean, you don't knock no man for what they do or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you gotta network, bro. I mean, for so long, people don't know. When we was with Cash Money, we wasn't allowed to network with nobody outside UGK, bro. No. You know what I'm saying? I mean, man, respect to Bun and Pimp. I love them boys like brothers. But we wanted to go like, get other cats and shit like that. When we got Soulja Slim on one of our songs, we damn near had we had to shut the studio down that night, first of all, but we almost got in trouble with Baby and Slim behind that. Because they wasn't a part of Cash, Slim wasn't a part of Cash Money. And Baby was like, nah, y'all can't have him on y'all album. And we was really fighting for that, you know what I'm saying? We were really ready to fight for that. So that's how you get Slim on Come Up movement. You know, so we didn't learn the network until we got off the contract with them. I mean, the importance of networking and shit. But I mean, I give them respect. They had their reasons for not letting us go outside. You know what I'm saying? This network with whoever, you know, we wanted to network with or whatever. It was a small knit circle at that time. You know, and networking wasn't as big as it is nowadays, you know. If you could really think about it, you didn't really get networking until the R&B cats started doing a lot of songs with the rappers. And that came like in the 2000s, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Late 90s. You feel me? Late 90s. But they had their reasons, you know, but networking is the shit nowadays, man. Believe that.
I always noticed back in the day they kept it in-house like that. And I can see the reasons, I guess, but then the other side of it is shit. The more artists my artists work with, that expands the company.
You capture their artists. You capture
right. So why keep it that? You know what I'm saying? So that's the part. I get it, but then I don't get it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, man. Right. So yeah, man. All right, now let's go. Let me see here. 1997. Yella Boy passed away. Now we're not gonna get into the street side of it, but just paint the picture that day about the call you got, where you was at when you heard the news, and kind of the feeling you got. You know what I'm saying?
My little boy was like maybe 2 months old. Man, he's almost 24 now. He'll be 24 February 23rd. But I think he was like a month or two. And we was by my aunt's house. We was in the 12th ward. This happened in the 3rd ward. We was by my aunt's house in the 12th ward. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning. I got the call. And we, you know, I brought my kid over there to see my aunt, and we fell asleep over there. So I got the call, and he was like, man, Yella and the trooper dead, shot up. I was like, huh? So, you know, I went over there and saw, you know, they left the trooper there, but they took him out of the trooper. And I was like, fucked up, bro. You know, I couldn't believe that shit, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, how did that affect the group as a whole? Like, did y'all go on a hiatus for a minute with the third member missing, or did y'all?
Definitely. We took a break. But I mean, we took a break to get our thoughts, to get ourselves together. Never thinking of quitting or leaving this rap shit alone. That thought never crossed our mind. We just we were figuring out where we wanted to go from there. Now, previous to Yella getting killed, we wanted off contract with Cash Money because, you know, we actually got the deal for them. You know, they got the deal off our units, I should say. Okay. And once they got the deal, we asked them for something that they didn't want to, you know, they didn't want to up. You know, we asked them for a certain amount of dollars. And they were like, we can't do that. So we really wanted to get the fuck in. You know, we thought, well, our total goal was to have our own company one day anyway. We thought we knew enough to leave camp, but when that happened, we were like, oh, we could leave with this too? Damn, that's even better. You know, it was just our time to go. We had thought we really outgrew the company, bro. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you know, when they didn't want to do that, that was the final straw. We're like, all right, we out of here. So we had to get off contract. We waited till our contract went off. We're supposed to do another album. So, you know, they didn't sweat us doing an album or whatever. Yella was gone, you know, and we just let the contract die out. So as the contract died out, Tech ended up going to jail, and I started Hard Times Records. Hard Times, I started with my Uncle Hard and a few more, a couple of my friends. So I went to San Antonio. I done a solo album. And basically my whole thing in that solo album was to get established as a solo artist, because I was doing my solo album along with Yella with Cash Money that never got released. So Baby and Slim got a few songs on both of them right now. You know, so I was establishing myself as a solo artist at the same time, screaming UNLV, not letting the name die. You know, trying to set us up for when Tech come on.
Right.
You know, so Tech came home in 2000. I done that in 99. The album came out in 2000. Tech came home in 2001. Everything worked perfect. We put out the Return to UNLV, the Trendsetter album.
Right, right.
You know, we sold like 80,000 independents straight out the gate on it.
And that came straight to y'all right there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That's
oh,
good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let's go back. I want something you say. I want to go back. Okay. I heard you say, which I knew this already, but I just want to paint a picture for the audience. The Cash Money base was able to secure their deal with Universal pretty much off the numbers that UNLV put up. Okay,
no
now, I gotta ask two sides of this now. First, I'm gonna ask you this. You said the money y'all asked for once the deal kicked in, they didn't want to up that. You feel
right.
me?
Right.
Going back now, do you think they asked for too much, or they was trying to hold out? What do you think?
I think they were trying to hold out.
Okay.
But at the same time, I never did. And them I don't want the fans to get it twisted like I'm shitting on them or nothing like that.
I know we know that. Yeah.
It wasn't nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? It'll never be nothing like that. Never mad respect for us, bro. You know, we learned from each other, we grew together, we built each other, point blank.
Right.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I feel like, you know, they probably didn't want us to start our own company right there, you know? Maybe thinking we probably would have been in competition or what. I don't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can't speak for what they was thinking. But I know my total goal and me and my boys' total goal was to, you know, build. We felt like we built Cash. We helped build Cash Money.
Right.
Let's build our own giant company. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now the other side of it is this. I just asked you, do you think they was trying to hold out, or were you asking too much? Then the other side is this, all right? Now they came with the Hot Boys after y'all. I guess a certain side of me would say, damn, I want to ask them for this much up front because I know what y'all just got. But if y'all don't want to give me that shit, I'll take this. Just let me keep being a part of the team because I know it's about to happen later on down the line. You understand what I'm saying?
But I'm going to be honest with you at that time. We was young, hot heads. Right. You know, we wasn't thinking like that, dog. I mean, that would have been the intelligent way to think.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As far as the business and, you know what I'm saying, our well-being and shit like that, it would have, bro. We was too hot-headed, dog. We're like, man, fuck. You know, we was bucking, dog. For real bucking, you heard me?
I've heard.
Right, dog.
I heard, yeah. So fast forward, y'all out of the contract. Then after Juvenile hit, then they dropped BG. But when the Hot Boys hit, and you saw what they did, the world saw what they did. Y'all knew what it was in New Orleans already, but the world saw what they did. Do you ever look at that and be like, that's supposed to be UNLV? Not in the hateful way, but you know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something, dog. The Hot Boys wasn't nothing but a reinvented UNLV with a fourth member.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Cause I could tell you how. You know what I'm saying? And we got time. I'm gonna go ahead and run it and tell the people how.
Run it. Go ahead.
What happened when we left? All right, I got Juvie signed to Cash Money. Okay. I bought Juvie over there. I got him signed to Cash Money as a solo artist, right?
Right.
A solo artist is the key word. Juvie was signed as a solo artist. BG and Wayne already, they didn't make out as the BGs. Because Wayne, mama wasn't ready for him to sign at the time. They were ready to kick off. So BG ran with the name BG, a solo artist, right?
Right.
When Wayne got to the clique, Wayne was ready. I mean, Wayne was already in the cap, but once he was ready to sign, the BGs had to fell off. He was a solo artist. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Turk just got put in the picture. You know what I'm saying? To make people think it wasn't trying to rebuild a UNLV. But once we left, they had to make another group, and they had to make another group that was like similar, you know what I'm saying, on that level, dog, you know? On that level as a UNLV.
Gotcha.
So that's where the Hot Boys was formed, you know, that's why they was formed.
Right.
Those dudes were solo artists, man.
Right. Gotcha.
You know?
I'm gonna tell you something about before we pick back up. Like, I just had my dude Big Ramp on here. You know who Big Ramp is? My nigga, my dog. Yeah, I had Ramp on here. I had rapping here about a week ago. And I was telling him this, like, I moved to New Orleans in 2004. And the thing I was always impressed with New Orleans about was like, I mean, if you're not from there, you know about the Cash Money and No Limit era or genre or whatever. But like when I moved down there, I found out there was so many stars in New Orleans who are stars down there we had never heard of up here. You know what I'm saying? But then when I get down there, I find out about T.T. Tucker, Jubilee, Magnolia Shorty, you know what I'm saying? Josephine Johnny, Fifth Ward. People I ain't never heard of until I moved down there. And then when I moved down there, I see these people are somebodies. You know what I'm saying? But up here, we never got that. The only thing out of Louisiana that made it up here was Dragman and the River made it up here. You know, and then even with that, people didn't know y'all name individuals. They knew the group, and they knew Yella's name because he's saying his name in the fucking song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they knew that. But they didn't know the group name. I mean, individual artists, they just knew UNLV, the group, and then whoever this nigga named Yella is. We knew that. You feel me?
Right.
MC Thick, Marrero, that made it up here.
Yeah.
Bust Down, Nasty Bitch, that made it up here.
Okay.
DJ Jimmy, What It, that made it up here.
Yeah,
We didn't know who Juvenile was at the time, but that made it up here. Then when I get to New Orleans, I start figuring out everything else is going on. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I always liked about the city. But like, to me, on the outside looking in, the city respect the legends down there. You know what I'm saying? They don't do that shit here. You feel me?
And let me tell you a story about Chattanooga, dog. It was like, I want to say 2001, 2002.
Okay.
I know you got to be familiar with Big Cat Records out there in Atlanta.
Yeah. That's what Gucci Man was signed to. Yeah.
I'll tell you a story, all right? Keyword, Gucci Man signed to. Check it out.
Yeah.
Now, Big Cat, 2001, Big Cat, and I forgot your boy name, Melvin. Big Cat and Melvin got us out there on like a 6-city tour. Okay. And Chattanooga was one of them. But what they did was we headlined their tour. They had Gucci Man, a few more dudes from out there. They was on the label. But I tipped my hat off to Big Cat because they were so smart, though. What they did was they let us headline the tour and put all their artists on the tour. You know, got all buku exposure for the artists. Man, I looked around like a year or two later, Gucci Man name blowing up. I'm like, damn, I'm about the same dude. I'm like, yeah, bro, dog.
Small market.
Yeah.
Small
so
market.
we hit we hit Chattanooga, and then we had fun out there, man. I like Chattanooga, bro.
That was up, man. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that, bro. I'm glad to hear that, man. Let me ask you this. What artists on Cash Money, outside your group, what artists do you have the strongest relationship with and why?
BG.
I knew that too, I think.
Because, you know, I've been knowing him since he was like 3 years old. He used to stay in our hood before he moved on Valley.
Okay.
And his mom and our family's like family.
Shout out to Cent. Yeah. Shout out to Cent.
You know, they like fam. She watched me grow up as a little boy, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but then I would say, you know, Pimp was after that, you know, Pimp and Lil Slim together.
Okay, all right.
But Juvie, you know, that's my dog too. I fuck with Juvie.
Right. Let me ask you this on the business tip. Man, let me say this for one. When Lil Wayne's, we can talk about this. When Lil Wayne's song "Go DJ" came out, right?
Right.
I'm telling people up here, nobody believed me. I was living in New Orleans at the time. I'm back and forth. The first time I heard the song, I said, man, that's UNLV song right there, man. I heard the other, don't bring no some knives and guns.
Yeah.
Then nobody believed me, man.
Yeah, that was our song, man.
Song, bro. Man, how come Wayne? I said, I don't know, but it's their song. I heard the shit before. I've heard the original version. He slowed it down a little bit and put his little twist to it. I heard the original version. That's UNLV song. You feel me? I've heard that shit. Did the business work out for that?
Well, how it worked out, it worked out real well. You know what I mean? We put it out in 2003 on the album Keep It Gutter that we had. And Lil Wayne came back and put it out in 05. But it worked out real well because, I mean, once we went to court, you know, won our battle, our co-battle over Cash Money. We won our masters and all that. But at the same time, we won the battle with that song too over Lil Wayne. You know, so every time you hear that song or see the video or whatever, that change coming our way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was cool.
Yeah, y'all had to actually go to court for that.
Yeah, we took that to court. Yep.
Okay.
What was more cool about it? We felt like, you know, it wasn't Wayne's decision because we knew he like a super dope artist. We wasn't taking that from him. You know, I don't think he needed to bite off us to make a hit. Right. But I think it was so dope because we knew that, you know, that was Baby doing. You know what I'm saying? Baby like doing that shit out of spite. You know what I mean? Right. So we was cool with it. We're like, damn, we didn't think that much of us, dog, to still do some shit. So, you know, it was cool, bro, you know?
Second song, man. Juvenile Set It Off. Drag Him in the River.
Another one.
Drag Him in the River. You know,
You know, Juvie say that he, you know, wanted to get with that, give Cash Money for that song or whatever, for that track. But come on, Juvie, you dope, dog. You super dope. You ain't gotta do no shit like that, homie. You know what I mean? So it was cool with us too because when you hear that song, the first thing you're gonna think of is Dragging from the River, regardless.
Right.
You know, you might automatically start singing his song, but if you know where it comes from, you're gonna sing Dragging from the River.
Now, just so did they end up having to be a settlement too? Y'all can just kind of let that go right there.
Nah, that wasn't on us. That was fresh track.
Gotcha.
You know, we ain't had nothing to do with that. That was a track.
Right, gotcha. And I'm tell you, I got to plug one of my homeboys from the city. Shout out to my nigga Lil Rail, man. He took the Drag Him in the River beat and flipped it up here and made it a song called Ready for War. You feel me?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, one of my homies from the city, man. The hook went something like, look at these niggas who say they soldiers ready for war. You niggas didn't do shit, so what the fuck you ready for? Colin Powell sent me, so I'm here to take your rank, park the Hummer, bitch, and get your ass up out the tank on the Drag Him in the River beat. Murder.
Where you from?
Chattanooga. He from my city, Chattanooga. I seen the song. I sent it to you. Yeah, he was going at some niggas on that song, but I sent it to you. Yeah, but it was y'all people. Yeah. So shout out Lil Real, man.
Yeah, man. All time.
Yeah, man. Let me ask you this, my nigga. Y'all left Cash Money, what, 97, I think? 96, 97?
Yeah, 97.
Going back to the business part, like we spoke about earlier, how have y'all been able to stay afloat on your own like that? What things did you put in place the right way so where you can say, this is why I'm still relevant or why I'm still able to eat now?
Because we forfeit masters.
Okay. Tell what that means. I know what you mean. What that means.
We got bread out the deal. Don't get it twisted. We got bread out the deal, but we forfeit out for our masters, and our masters is greater than any amount of money that we could have ever asked for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We making moves right now with masters, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We just got the something that never been did before. We actually got Six and Barone whole album pressed up on vinyl and got a deal overseas with it. You know what I'm saying? We're doing the same thing with Tech solo album right now. As he getting ready to come home, you know, that's a birthday present to him. You know, we decided to let that go next because eventually all the albums are gonna end up getting done like that. You know, because on vinyl, you know, vinyl is wax, regular record.
Right.
You only have singles on those. But we getting the whole album pressed on those. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like they're going crazy overseas for it. It's a whole nother market. So I mean, so the best thing we could have ever did, dog, win our masters, you know.
I'm glad you said that, man. I'm glad you're speaking on the business side of it, bro. When do Tech 9 come home? When do Tech 9 come home, man? So everybody can know.
May, bro. It be home in May. I can't say the official date in May, but I know it's May for sure.
Now, how long you been down?
Almost 3.5 years.
Okay. All right.
I'm tired, dog. Been holding it down like a motherfucker. Holding the fort down by myself.
You're doing a good job.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Y'all fuck with that True Colors. I did release a single on us. Me and Tech got a new single called True Colors. You know, on Apple Music, on the digital outlets. Y'all can fuck with that.
Okay.
And it was produced by the great late Trey 8. So Trey 8 produced it. You know what I'm saying?
Salute. So when Tech come home, okay, you got the deal going on with the Masters overseas. When Tech come home, what's the plan, y'all, for you and Tech? What's the plan for you and
yeah, we definitely got an album in the works.
Okay.
We got like all together in our archive, we got like 22 songs, but we probably use like maybe 1 or 2 of those songs.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we going back to the old methods. We're going to holler at Fresh. We're going to holler at Sinister. We're going to holler at KL. You dig? And,
Shout out to KL.
Yeah, we about to fuck some shit up, dog. You know, it ain't over yet, man.
Gotcha. My nigga Lil Ya, anything else the people need to know about that I possibly didn't ask, man, while we got this platform? Give them the business.
We got some artists, of course, you know what I'm saying? Be looking out. We got Young L's, which is Tech son. Y'all check him out. You know, Young L, y'all can go on YouTube and look at his, all this little shit. You know, we basically, you know, we forming a record label again, and still, you know, be real 6 and B till we die. Uptown for life, baby. You know, check me out on Lil Ya UNLV 3 Instagram, Facebook. Y'all fed UNLV. Holla at your boy.
Man, again, salute, man. I appreciate you tuning in. Legendary. Lil Ya from the legendary group UNLV. Man, again, much love. It's Pimpoholic TV, man. Good looking out, homeboy, for sure.
Appreciate you having me, Pimp.
For sure.